Hello and welcome to Ukraine Brief here on TVP World with me, Ashim Kumar. Today marks the 1,449th day since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Here are the latest stories of the day. President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has rejected a Financial Times report claiming that he plans to announce presidential elections and a referendum on a potential peace deal with Russia on February the 24th. The newspaper reported on Wednesday that Kyiv was preparing the move amid mounting pressure from Washington. According to the report from the Financial Times, Zelenskyy will announce both votes on February 24th, the 4-year anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. However, conflicting information has arisen, with a source in the president's office telling the Kyiv Independent on Wednesday that neither an election nor a referendum on a peace deal is planned to be announced. The legality of such votes has also been brought into question. Under current Ukrainian law, presidential elections as well as referendums are prohibited while martial law is still in place. Moreover, Ukrainian law prohibits a national referendum to be held simultaneously with national elections, even in times of peace. Zelenskyy told Bloomberg News in an interview released on Wednesday that territorial issues will be central at the next round of peace talks, although Russia has not confirmed any participation. The European Parliament approved a €90 billion support loan package for Ukraine on Wednesday, with 2/3 of the funds set to strengthen the country's defences. The loan was approved with 458 votes in favour and 140 against, and is set to secure financing for Ukraine until 2027. €60 billion are marked for strengthening Ukraine's defence systems, with another €30 billion marked for macro-financial assistance and budget support. According to the European Parliament, assistance will be given in accordance with Ukraine's financing needs, as outlined in a strategy prepared by Ukraine and assessed by the European Commission. This strategy also required approval from the European Council. The support loan is set to be financed through common EU borrowing from capital markets and guaranteed by the EU's long-term budget. Additionally, the Swiss federal government announced the approval of an aid package for Ukraine energy sector on Wednesday, worth approximately €35 million. The topic of Ukraine continues at a meeting of EU defence ministers on Wednesday in Brussels, Belgium, with support for Kyiv being a primary focus. Ukraine's newly appointed Defence Minister, Mikhailo Fedorov, is participating in the meeting with his EU counterparts. In a statement on Wednesday afternoon, Fedorov said that Ukraine's priority is scaling up production of drones, which requires flexible financing. More updates from the meeting in Brussels are expected to follow. Russia continues its relentless attacks against civilians and civilian infrastructure in Ukraine, killing at least 5 people and wounding many more. In the Kharkiv region, 4 people were killed as the result of a Russian strike overnight that destroyed a private home. The victims were a man and 3 children, all under the age of 3, who had to be pulled out from beneath the rubble. Another 2 people were injured in the strike. The building also caught fire as a result of the attack, with the blaze engulfing approximately 60 square meters. Also in the Kharkiv region, 1 person was killed and 3 more were injured following a Russian strike on a medical aid vehicle, 50 kilometers away from the front line. In the city of Zaporizhia, a Russian drone strike on Tuesday damaged a kindergarten. At the time of the attack, the children and staff had taken shelter and no one was injured. Ukraine reported that it has struck an oil refinery in the Russian city of Volgograd, causing a large-scale fire to break out at the facility. Footage released on social media shows a massive fire that erupted overnight on November 11th at the Volgograd oil refinery, a facility located approximately 300 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. In a statement today, Ukraine's general staff claimed responsibility for the attack, saying that the facility supplies the Russian armed forces with fuel used on the front line. The general staff added that Ukraine will continue to systematically take measures to reduce Russia's combat potential. And that's all from Ukraine today. But don't go away, lots more coming up. Bye-bye.